Hey guys, Lethal Leslie here, and today we're going to be talking about the new DLC that dropped for Days Gone yesterday. It's finally starting to drop now, and we've got plenty of information about what we have to look forward to in Days Gone. So obviously, this did drop yesterday. I was actually away with my wife. It was our anniversary, so I couldn't be there to make a video on it straight away, maybe a little bit sooner, which I probably would have liked to, but that doesn't matter. We've got the information now. So what do we know about the new DLC? And what have we got so far? So what we have so far, as you can see on the screen here now, is just the survival mode up to this point. But we have got so much information on what's coming as well. And that's kind of the more exciting part, if you will. So as for the survival mode, let's go over that first. And this is basically just a super hard mode. I think most of us were aware that this is coming. And basically with this, you get yourself harder enemies. You get yourself a more immersive HUD. So basically you can't really see stuff like the mini-map without using stuff like survival vision. It will pop up for that. And yeah, it's just an all-round tougher experience with stuff like fast travel being cut out and the fact that the survival vision will no longer show you items around you. So you've got to really scavenge, which will definitely take a lot longer in the survival difficulty. I'm not sure whether I'm going to cover it as in do a playthrough or something yet. I may actually play through it though. I think I will probably play through it on survival vision because I did stop my hard mode playthrough because I knew this difficulty was coming out and I thought it'd be a lot more fun to, you know, give it a go on the hardest of difficulties, because the game does get relatively easy, not so much early on, but late on the game can get a little bit easy when playing on normal mode, so this will be a massive boost up to that. Now this is the part that I think is more exciting. We've got news about the weekly challenges and basically news about the first one that's coming, as well as ones in the future, but we've got a lot of information about the first one, which I think is the most exciting thing to talk about, really. And the first one we're going to be having is going to be an unlimited Horde challenge. Now, I really like the sound of this, so obviously we're going to have to survive, keep the time up by killing enemies, so we'll have a timer on the screen for this, and the timer will tick down, and we'll have to keep it up by obviously engaging with this unlimited Horde. So who knows what it's going to look like, who knows where they're going to spawn from, or things like that, where they're going to just keep regenerating from. But it could be a really exciting experience having to go up against this Horde. You know, we're going to have to scavenge for bullets, see how long we can survive, and we can get stuff like scores and things like that, so we can go for a higher score than our mates kind of thing, which is quite a cool little addition to the game, I think. And we can also unlock a lot of different things as well with this, like to give us extra perks on top of what we already have in the game. Now, all this information I am getting from their Twitter, basically. They did link an article, so I'll put that in the description down below if you want to check it out yourself. Now, some of the stuff you can unlock are patches and rings. Now, the patches and rings are like perks, if you will. They all come with an extra perk for the game. Some of those perks are stuff like increased health, faster stamina, decreased focus cost, greater melee weapon durability, better gun accuracy from the bike, and there's plenty more, apparently. And you also get rings, but the rings are only for the challenges. The patches do carry on over into the game, and you can get extra perks for actually playing the story mode, whereas the rings are just for the challenges to try and help you get through a difficult challenge. You can pick and equip the rings you want to try and boost Deacon in the best way possible to get that challenge done. And a few things the rings will do, for example, vaulting will regenerate some stamina, so every time you jump over something, you're going to get more stamina. Headshots increase gun accuracy. So obviously every headshot you get, your gun's going to probably get a little bit better up to a certain point, I'd imagine. And obviously there's plenty more. We only have 3 rings so far that we know about, but there's going to be plenty more in-game apparently, which is pretty cool as well. I quite like the concept of the way they've gone about this. I think they've gone about it in a really smart way. I just hope the challenges are up to scratch and, you know, quite difficult, and there's plenty of scope to do really well in them. You can complete them, but then obviously you don't want to be able to complete them in a perfect way straight away. You want to be able to complete them and then go, do you know what, I can do better on that, I can do better, I can get a better score. And, you know, you've got something to try and beat your own score. Once you get a score, you go in again and you try and get a better score. That's what I'd like to see with them anyway. And those are the 2 things that we are getting that we knew already, the survival mode and the weekly challenges. We actually don't know. They say later on this month still, so it is still planned for this month, which is pretty cool. But we do not have a set date for the weekly challenges yet. But the survival difficulty is there if you want to go and play it. And one last piece of DLC we are actually getting with this update is going to be skins for Deacon and also different characters that we can use from Days Gone. I have actually seen a lot of people asking for this in the comments, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that are happy with this. And some of the skins we can get is Apocalypse Deacon, flashback Deacon, and as they quote themselves in their article, for the ultimate fan service, shirtless Deacon. So if that appeals to you, you're going to be able to get yourself a shirtless Deacon. And then on top of that, we're going to be getting popular characters from the storyline, and it does list a few here. We're going to be able to use Boozer, Ricky, Iron Mike, and more. And we are getting another 7 characters on top of those 3, so it's 10 in total characters we will be getting. I assume we're only going to be able to use the characters in the challenge mode, and I imagine the skins for Deacon will carry on over into the story mode, but that is of course just me guessing. What do you think about it? Do you think it's good DLC? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm personally pretty happy with it, to be honest with you. The survival mode, yeah, of course, I know a lot of people want a new game plus, so I don't see why they wouldn't add something like that, hopefully some point down the line. But the weekly challenges look like a lot of fun, and it'll be a reason to switch the game on and have a bit of fun with once a week, even though now of course I have completed it, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have. So I'm going to leave this one there anyway. If you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. As always, like I said, the link for this will be in the description down below. The comments is below that if you want to let me know what you think about this upcoming DLC and the survivor mode and whether you're going to be playing through it. And of course, take it easy.